You want to be this huge artist, but you won't even post. What's going on, y'all? It's willarmani. Hope everybody's doing good today. If you are, please make sure to subscribe. Got more content coming on the way. Every Tuesday, we talk about how we can help other artists. Today, we're going to talk about the power of consistency, even with low views. There's so many artists, so many creators, so many producers, so many everything. People will say that they want to blow up. Will say that they want to grow. Will say that they want to get somewhere, but they don't post. You don't make TikToks, you don't make Reels, you don't make YouTube Shorts, you don't do anything. You just create beats or you make songs and you expect people to like your shit. The problem with that is nobody knows who you are. Some people will say, oh, well, you can get discovered without posting. You can get discovered without doing things like that. And it's true. Very, very rare case scenarios. That's true. But most of the time, you need to be in front of people's faces. You need to be in front of people. And where are people? People are on social media. First off, when you aren't trying to post, when you aren't trying to create content and you have a goal or a dream of blowing up, it's not going to happen if you're not posting. It's not going to happen if you're not in front of people's faces. And that doesn't mean you post a video that's a screen recording of you playing your song on SoundCloud. That's not promoting. Promoting is getting in front of people's faces and giving them a reason why to go to you. We can go to any producer, any artist, any person to get what you're making, most likely, even if you sound unique and sound different than other people. If people want music or beats, they can find that elsewhere. So you need to give people a reason to go to you. And if you aren't posting or you're not showing up, why would anybody show up for you? But I want to get and touch on consistency, right? Because I've had this issue since I ever started where I was always scared to post or create because I was scared of people making fun of me or scared of people looking at me like I'm trying too hard. And a lot of the time, artists and creators don't post because they're afraid of looking like they're doing too much or looking like they're trying too hard. And this is a fear that is derived by our egos and our pride of not feeling like we should look stupid or look bad in a way. And really, what other people think about you says everything about them and nothing about you. So that's one thing. If you don't post and get yourself out there, nobody's gonna see you. The most important thing more than that is to be consistent. Sometimes I see other artists make content and they'll do it. They'll post for a song that comes out, they'll drop the song or they'll drop an album and they make content around it, maybe 1 to 5 posts for a week and they go crazy. And then they're gone off the face of the earth for another month. And then they come back and then they're gone for another month. Unless you're consistent, nothing really matters. You can have a post go viral. You can have a post blow up. But if you're not doing anything to follow that up consistently, nobody's gonna keep following you, nobody's gonna care, and nobody's gonna be there for you when you do the next thing. We see this with famous artists all the time where they post something or they go crazy or they blow up and they have this hit song and then they disappear off the face of the earth for a really long time. Listen, we saw it with Roddy Ricch. He drops the box, he drops this major song, and then he waited an extremely long time to drop his next follow-up project. Even if that next follow-up project wasn't going to be that great, if it dropped in a close proximity to the last thing, people, I don't believe, would have given it the rating that they did, because in my opinion it wasn't bad. It's what I expected from him. But if you give people too long to wait, you're giving them every reason to not support you. You're giving them every reason to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to expect more out of this person. When you're not being consistent and you hold yourself back like that, you're also giving leeway for people to judge you and critique you even more than you may want. Being consistent is not easy, and I'm not sitting here and telling you that it's easy, but with repetition it becomes easier. Everything becomes easier with repetition. And for myself, I know when I first started making YouTube videos, especially YouTube videos like this, or rap opinion videos, or even making music or posting on Instagram, at first it was hard for me because mentally I've always been a person who has been afraid of being judged and has been fearful of what people think of me because I'm a human being and I'm an artist and I get uncomfortable with that thought. But as soon as you push yourself past those uncomfortable and annoying thoughts, you realize that the only person really in front of you and the only person stopping you from doing what you got to do is you. And sometimes I have this fear that if I post too crazy or if I do too much, like people will see me like I'm doing too much, or people will look at me like I'm just this joke. But people look at you and they say you're a joke. Shit. At least they're looking at you. At least they're paying attention, because some people say not all publicity is good publicity, but sometimes you being seen is just enough too. And if you're not posting and you're not moving consistently, nobody will see that. Consistency is not an easy thing, but again, with repetition, it will become easier. And the moment that you say, you know what, I'm gonna post, and you can set a small goal. I'm gonna post once a week. I'm gonna post twice a week. I'm gonna post 3 times a week. But give yourself a goal. Give yourself something set. And don't hold any expectations on yourself for the content or whatever you're doing to be perfect. But just do it. And the more that you do that, the more that you're gonna trust yourself to do more. And then the more you'll do, and then the more consistent you'll be. Now, consistency to me matters a lot more than instant views or instant gratification when it comes to the external, like getting views or streams or likes, because you can get tons of views and streams and likes, but a lot of the times I think one of the main reasons that God or the world holds us back from getting what we want is because we might slow down or we might stop altogether once we get the validation that we're really asking for. For myself, I've always wanted to get lots of views and lots of streams and lots of likes and things like that. But if I got that instantly, I don't know if I'd be pushing as hard as I am on my dream now. And I don't know if my goal would have changed the way it did, where my goal used to be to get all these views and likes and streams. And now my goal is to help and inspire as many artists and creators and people as I possibly can. But that goal wouldn't have gotten there if I didn't pretty much never get the validation that I wanted. I never got signed. I never got what I wanted. Yet you learn more and more over time that the more that you push yourself, the more consistent you can be, and the more that you actually start to fall in love with what you want. But it all starts with you being consistent. Views don't matter and streams don't matter as much as you feel like they do, because at the end of the day, there are artists who blow up and then they fall off really quickly, but the ones who last are the ones who are consistent with everything they do, no matter what. And if you're consistent, you're already 10 steps ahead of most people. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love to talk. If you're new here and you like these artist discussions, I do these every Tuesday. Please make sure to subscribe. I got more of that coming on the way. If you want to follow me or any of my own music, you could do that. Follow me on Instagram, willarmani with 2 I's. And every Thursday, we drop videos on my opinions in rap. So if you want anything like that, please make sure to subscribe. Yes, again, it's been your boy, willarmani. Please stay positive.